wanted to help people help themselves.
The greatness of a man is the greatness of his vision.
He's really humble.
Is a person who loves the poor.
I am proud of my heritage as a Chinese Filipino. And thankfully, for younger generations of Chinoys like me, this Kaisa Heritage Center in Intramuros is a must-go destination to learn more about our history. This would not have been possible, though, without the generous help of a man known as the King of Philanthropy, Mr. Angelo King, once cited by Forbes magazine as one of the heroes of philanthropy in the Asia-Pacific region.
Isa yan sa mga malaking projects na tinulungan niya, yung SET, Skills and Entrepreneurship Training sa public schools. Yun nga lagi niyan sinasabi kasi, you give a man a fish, he eats for one day. You teach him how to fish, he eats for a lifetime. Kaya livelihood projects, hindi lang sa kaisa, kundi sa ibang grupo talaga. Tinutulungan niya, farmers, fishermen, ganon. Sinabi ko, kasi wala naman kaming resources, wala naman kaming funding. Tapos sabi niya, why don't you put up the center itself? Give me a proposal. Everything else is history. So in advance niya talaga. Without him, there's no center like this.
只有少数有关 Angelo King 的故事是我们听过或被公开过的。尽管他有着庞大的资产、企业与慈善活动，他选择过简单的生活，并专注于工作。但他的故事和经历是值得我们去了解的。他能激励我们在我们所选择的职业上追求成功，并造福人类。为了能更了解他，让我们来采访 Angelo King 的一些朋友。在他的城堡中，有着他与子孙们的美好回忆。
This is my lolo's house. I really remember him as very casual. A lot of people have really stories about him being very strict, disciplinarian, but I really remember him to be very warm.
Growing up, he was a very strong presence in my life. We were all required to see him. We were treated like potential future leaders.
He is a responsible father, but when we were growing up, he was so busy. But he made up for it in his latter years.
Yung ka-meeting po niya lagi yung staff niya dito. Yung pinag-uusapan lagi yung pagkain niya, yung mga schedule niya. Ito yung mga schedule.
Tapos, meron pa siyang mga task list para sa mga ginagawa niya sa araw-araw. Bawat isang mga may assignment sa kanya, dito niya nilalagay, may kanya-kanyang clip. Ito ang parang kanyang memory.
He's strict in handling business. He's very smart, very intelligent. He has these very, very bright ideas.
One of his traits is that he always wants to be challenged.
I learned a lot from him about being hyper-organized. The message would be, you cannot manage what you cannot measure. So if you want to manage something, you have to be able to measure it.
He was just a simple worker. Even if he had no reward for the things that he did, he loved doing them. And he just minded his own business. It wasn't about really doing a lot of flash to a lot of people.
他的努力使他成功，他的慷慨使他真正的快乐。Angelo King 曾被 Forbes 杂志称为东南亚的慈善家。他很早就退休了，现在他专注于他的慈善活动。从汽车旅馆王到后来成为慈善家，他将流传的是他的慈善事业。
I think our collaboration revealed another person of Mr. King. I felt in him a heart that really was so eager to connect with the poor. I felt that hunger in him, so much thirst, so much desire, a fire desire in him. And maybe he saw in me a potential of realizing his prayer.
Lagi niya sinasabi na it's really because galing siya sa hirap din. He experienced poverty during when he was young.
Angelo King is a big man with a big vision. And he saw also that the vision of Gawad Kalinga to help end poverty in the Philippines matched his own vision also. No? And so I guess today, if we want to really talk about Angelo King and his relationship with Gawad Kalinga, it's about, greatness. No? There's a great man, and we have an organization with a great vision for the country to help end poverty. And the meeting of the two somehow transformed the lives of so many people.
He always had a heart of giving back to the poor, and he wanted to help people help themselves. So he is very definite about how he should do his philanthropy.
一个人成功与否，不是以财富来衡量的，而是以我们给予他人多少快乐和遗留下来的事迹。希望他的故事能激励我们。